little more. You know we're live, right?
No, I didn't know that. Why didn't you tell people something?
Because when I just hit the button, I thought it was funny. I thought we might catch you making a fool of yourself this time.
Oh, like I need help there.
Mm.
You're going to get spankings at the end of the night.
Oh, you promise?
I do. Hello, Joan. Hello, Jiggy. Thanks for swinging by today. Hope everyone out there is having a very, very good Sunday or Monday, depending on which side of the flurf you live on. Seems like we've got a little bit of drama in the toilet park.
Again?
Yeah, those crispy critters are getting out of line.
Never ends.
Never does. Never does. But since certain people want to keep bumping their gums, pun intended, and think things are going to get better for them in the long run, well, they might want to understand that they should have made it personal.
Yeah, I get that.
4 years plus of a little lady.
The toothless terror? Are we talking about the toothless terror?
Mm-hmm.
What a manky bitch, hey?
Again,
I heard what she said last night.
I didn't listen very much to that stuff. I thought the interrogator did a good enough job on his own.
Yeah.
Go see the interrogator. Dun, dun.
Hey, she is. How you doing, darling?
Yeah, good to see you, bud. Yeah, like I said, certain people dragged my name into a mess they shouldn't have, and now they're going to have to live with dragging my name through the mud for 3 years. Thanks, Tamara. But again, people can block. People can do what they do. It doesn't even bother me anymore. If they want to discuss certain things like Marion Petite with the Finders cult and how that stuff connects to the Hump family with the other stuff with Nexium and Earhart seminar training and the large group awareness stuff, they can come talk to me maybe in a civilized manner. But at this point, they burnt bridges, and I don't feel like ever talking to certain people over there anymore.
Yeah, can't say I blame you.
Especially when they all want me to go wilding out and go full ham on them and explain to them why they made mistakes with the walnut sauces and the, stupid conspiracy theories stuff out there that's been stupid and old for years.
Yeah.
But, it's really interesting that Mike Lindell accused Rick Wiles of True News of being an Antifa member and in cahoots with Media Matters.
He's a cahoota with Media Matters, did you say?
They're all cahooters out there, dear, supposedly, hypothetically, theoretically speaking. But I'm still trying to figure out which gang and which cult we're in.
I don't know, but I wish we knew, given, we don't seem to be getting paid. We don't seem to be getting anything but a toothless old lady running us bloody ragged with all the nonsense.
Well, there seems to be lots of toothless wonders out there, I do believe, right now.
There's a couple that I'm thinking of.
Once again, I can go 5 off the top of my head.
Well, I'm trying to be a little more nice than you.
I'm not.
It's just 2 that really irritate me.
I know this. Well, there's 2 that irritate you. There's 5 that irritate me. You out of country operator, you.
I know. But I feel so great that I'm now an operator. I'm an official freaking operator.
Once again, I thought you always knew you were my handler.
Well, who's handling who? Come on now.
I like when you handle me more than when I. Oh, never mind.
Oh, that's what all the boys say.
You're not very empathetic,
I know. It's pretty fucked up, isn't it? You want to be careful now. When I got a full tool belt, a bad attitude, no empathy, anything could happen.
And I hear you're kind of a gutter.
A gutter slut? Don't call me a gutter slut.
I'm not calling you anything, dear. I know you don't hang out.
The toothless terror doesn't want to do that. She might lose that last tooth if she does.
Down the Crispy Critter Trailer Park is not our problem anymore for Tamara and Effluent and all. Oh, never mind. Again, trying to focus here. People like the Citizen Reporter main channel, back up, and certain other people in certain other rooms right now might have a few problems with certain screenshots that are out there.
A little bit. I've actually grabbed a few nice ones the last couple of days.
And certain people have made phone calls.
Oh.
And thinks that just because their minions are not in trouble, that they can do that kind of stuff. But I don't take that kind of stuff very well.
No.
So apologizing 2 years after the fact is still apologizing 2 years after the fact, letting certain people's names be dragged through the mud. Well, again, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I do. And again, in life, you have assets and then you have liabilities.
Yeah.
And while we're trying to be kind of stupid today and, that's crazy talk. Oh, kombucha. Expose me, boomer. We can also try to explain to people why, this is important to me, with all the troubled teen stuff and then certain just really nasty, disgusting human beings out there trying to run that stuff through the mud, not realizing how many survivors are out there that have a hard time talking and have a hard time coming forward because of these people out there doing exactly what's being done right now.
Yep.
I could give a shit if people call Child Protective Services on me. I don't have any kids. Doxing, once again, that's old news. Swatting happens. Stupid LARPing happens. And if people have problems with me, Cholo, and Mr. St. Germain, show me the Burger Thomas and his muffins, good. Been trying to expose that stuff since before I met any of these crazy cat ladies in the Crispy Critter trailer park. Oh, yeah. And before the Beta Biker Vespa boys came along with the Dirty Bomb hoaxers. But if people think I need to explain shit, they better ask the right freaking questions now, because I'm beyond being pissed off about this shit.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
People call me a fucking coward. They can kiss my ass now. I'd really like to talk to Denise's sister, Miss Lori.
Well, I mean, she's not hard to find. I actually, after yesterday's little shenanigans, I've realised that she was actually really easy to find. So's the brother. It's not hard to pick up a telephone, and I've got to wonder, given her own daughter felt about her the way she obviously did, I've got to wonder what the brother and sister might feel about the shenanigans that she's gone on with over the last however many, probably fucking decades. But
I've always wanted to talk to
it might be worth the phone call. She doesn't hesitate to call people's families, apparently, and dig around in people's past and manage to fuck up any information she manages to get and then run their names through the dirt like they're nothing. Maybe it's worthwhile finding a little bit more accurate information, and perhaps we might just go straight to some of the sources and get some of that, because I'm about had enough.
I know, dear. Once again, they fucked up 3 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Am I going to make it easy for any of them?
No.
Do they know how the Brothmans, Titus Frost, Jamie Deluxe, and all that shit connects to Uni and DeFango alone?
Probably not.
Can they connect that to Charlie Ward, Simon Parks, Gashara, and Nasara stuff with Wilfred Wong?
Probably not.
Is that easy work for me or not?
I know it is, actually. You've already shown me.
So again, I would love to talk to someone who works for Aspen Education Group, who has a last name of the last name that person has. That's a lot of power. That's a lot of connections there.
Yeah.
So again, people might want to realize that their beefs with other people isn't my problem anymore. Especially
if they've made it our problem now.
Yeah, but their Muffin Man didn't even show up for fucking court.
Yeah.
And I got a big beef with Thomas Schoenberger still and Manuel Chavez III.
Yeah, I know.
Those cowards will run from me. So will a lot of other people right now. Don't know very much about Derek Rose, Johnny Boyd, working on that Finders cult for so long with that stuff.
Mm.
How that connects to Warner Earhart and Earhart seminar trainings with PSI seminars and large group awareness training stuff. It's very confusing for certain people out there.
Yep, for some.
For some.
That's right.
And then, people want to talk about the LeBaron family and the Rainbow School stuff connecting there with Nexium. And they don't know anything they're talking about even.
Yep, with no shit from Kai. But have at it. You're just making fools of yourself.
Yes, they would rather argue with idiots about what the shape of the stupid planet is. And they actually think there's a North Pole that's like, ugh. And they think they want me to debate with freaking Eric Debate, Mark Sargent, Santos Bonacci, Richie from Boston ODD TV. You go to SGTX22 and Red Pill 78 real quick, and then I can still bring it to Praying Medic and Jerome Corsi too.
Yeah. Hey, Beatrix. And Lord Squirrely.
Oh, hey. What's up, Mr. Squirrely? Good to see you, bud. Hey, Beatrix. Always great to see you, dear. So, yeah. Whew, sorry. Fucking getting caught up right now. Kind of a little bit pissed off about all this shit that's been going on for the last 3 years.
Yeah, I get it.
Thinking they're sex trolling and they're sex slaves on Mars because of Robert David Steele and Don DeSouza alone. Then Corey Gitt and fucking Will Shilly Cox do their little stupid thing up there in Springs Water or whatever, and fucking talking about Zoroastrianism and all this stupid stuff that's been rehashed and redone over and over again.
100 times over, yeah.
I'm supposed to, choose my words wisely and not twigger anybody.
You know what? At this point, I say fuck it.
Again, it's easy to trigger people.
I know.
Especially if they don't know very much about the Sentinels of Twoof and all those twoofers out there. Bed bugs and beyond.
It's not the Road Strangler.
And the Dixie Mafia. Dun, dun, dun. Sorry, no one's there.
That's us. Shh.
I'm not getting paid enough yet.
Me either.
I hope I get a raise. I hope Doshi will start breaking off some, our master and Lord Savior Doshi.
That's it.
And then people can want to talk about the Benjamin Creme, the Buddha Maitreya, the Source stuff, with all that New Age human potential stuff that don't know very much about Tavistock Institute and Echelon Institute stuff with Timothy Leary and Dr. Jolly and West. Isn't that interesting?
A little bit. Yeah.
I've been working too hard, brother man. So, yeah. So, anyways, focus. Where was I going?
Okay.
Oh yeah, how's your tween mom dwama?
Shoot me now. It's just too much.
You're getting excited.
It wasn't really my gig anyway, but holy moly, it's getting a little hot over there at the moment.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
See Claire Bear taking names and kicking asses, unless the other people having a really fun time with it. So it's very interesting how that stuff with E and Exiled and all them will hopefully get settled and worked out.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Might take a bit of doing though at this point in time.
Yeah, it's been funny that certain people, don't realize that help was offered and ignored for 2 years plus now.
Yeah.
Something about some Wanda, what would Wanda do, and some Memorial Day stuff with a Casey Rock.
Yeah.
But it's interesting how that stuff does connect with that Archangelo, Gunk, Dave Tadashini, and Train stuff still. Not a lot of names were involved in that stuff.
Nope.
But pedophiles were exposed, and people were falsely accused of certain things.
Yeah.
Scooby Doo and all that stuff there. So, like I said, I didn't want to be involved in this shit 3 years ago. Wanted it to end 2 years ago. Thought it was super dumb a year ago. And now I have to deal with the Sentinels versus the, I don't know, something to do with some YouTube court stuff and some gummy bears. I don't know.
Apparently.
I got confused when certain things went down last night in certain channels and idiots were arguing about certain things. But again, it's been interesting and been educational.
Yeah.
Who's blocked who's talking to who's okay with who's all this stuff with Stiffy and Katie and them.
Yeah.
God, I can't believe I messed up those names though 2 years ago with all that stuff with the other people with their bridals and stuff.
Yeah. One of them is a little bit pissed off at the moment, in particular.
I know.
Apparently we're in the doghouse.
I know. We are so in the doghouse here.
I
Better than being on the rack, at least. Better than being on that damn rack again.
Oh, Kevin, don't give me that. You love it on the rack.
I got my little banjo and my. We can't be too stupid today. We're supposed to be, helping the people out with their little stupid mistakes with Saint Germain and Frank Bacon with the Goonie Mans.
Yeah. Which one?
There's only one.
Okay.
It's in a lawsuit.
In a lawsuit, yeah.
Of course, that has nothing to do with the Gaia lawsuit or the other ones.
Yeah.
But again, I'm a stupid idiot sometimes, and I don't know what I'm talking about.
I know you don't, dear. And I can't keep up with all the shenanigans. It's just too much. But, I'm busy down here doing my operator job, so,
From the Great Ice Wall? You're a great operator from the Great Ice Wall.
Oh, I know.
You're going to save those damn mole kids.
Yeah. Well, battling ice giants and goodness knows what else. Hey, Rich, how you doing, babe?
I think at the same time, so.
Hey.
Oh. Did you get that 5G flamethrower drone connection stuff fixed, or are we still trying to work on that stuff?
Still working on that. If Dodge would get his act together, it might help.
I know, but he's marriages, honeymoon plans. Well, it's easy to get distracted.
It is for Dodge. He's special. I do have a soft spot for him, though.
Like I said, it does suck that a lot of people got sucked up into this stupid stuff because of the pizza snafus with the QAnon LARPers with Lestat and Lepo.
And it's funny how, one of them is still running around pushing some of that bullshit in particular, trying to pull the wool over
others' eyes, of course.
Others' eyes. Yep. Ones that I thought were actually smart enough to see it for what it was, but obviously it was a little profitable to
I don't think it was profitable for them yet. It actually, like I said, is in the long run.
I think they're working towards the profitable part. That's what I think, but I won't say it straight out because I'm hoping they'll get their heads screwed back on between now and not too long into the future. But you know how it is, because I'm getting a little pissy about that too.
This is the calm before the storm, dear. Trust the plan, honey.
I am.
Thank you, dear. Plan B. Or is it C or D? I forget which one we're on again.
Oh, I don't know. At this point in time.
How does all this weird space woo-woo stuff with Austin Steinbart and Screwy Louie and all that stuff connect back to this other stuff with Homeseth and the sovereign citizen people?
Well, I don't know what you want me to say at this point in time because there's a couple of connection points there. And the people it makes me think of, you're probably not wanting me to mention at this particular point in time. So I'm just going to not. But,
well, good for you. Like I said, I know a lot of people have a problem with the shadow box strategy stuff there with Mr. Butowski, Jesselyn, and Trevor. Especially with the Lisa person. And since Jesse's now calling out Lisa Clapier good, we'll see how that stuff.
I didn't expect to see that.
Oh, I did.
I mean, I thought it would come eventually. I just didn't think it would come now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of interesting developments in the last couple of weeks with someone not showing up to court, Kim taking on.
Yeah.
Gabe's,
standing up for Gabe. Yeah. Gabe's mouthpiece. Yeah.
Right. So again, it's interesting.
I didn't see that coming either, actually, when that popped up.
Way to crack this stuff. And if people don't know very much about people like, criminal versus civil lawsuits and class action lawsuits.
Yep.
Hopefully we can get a educated attorney to come on and discuss this stuff, since slander, liability, and defamation seems to run rampant on the interweb right now.
Mm-hmm.
And some people think they can sidestep the defamation and slander of calling people a murderer and a rapist for 3 years plus
Yeah.
And
Calling
they,
people a terrorist isn't real smart either.
but again, skank ape is skank ape. I don't give a shit if I piss her off either.
Mm.
People earn their nicknames.
Damn Skippy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's funny, she's been, that particular skank has been defaming and slandering people for years, making threats all over the joint. And I'm surprised that no one's called her to account much either. But I'm guessing her time's coming too. She's made a bit of a mess of things. I don't know that she realises she's done so. Are you choking or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm choking.
You're choking. Can you do it quietly?
I am quiet. I haven't raised my tone once yet today.
Not yet. Give it time.
Butthead.
Hmm.
What were we saying? What were we talking about?
We're talking about the skank ape.
Oh, the Crispy Critter Trailer Park dungeon fire starter or dumpster fire. Excuse me. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Again, certain people's problems aren't our problems anymore. But it's
not our problems, but
with
okay.
Tracy Twyman and Isaac Cappy and Jenny Moore and Bucky Wolf and all them. And Robert the Deplorable, too. We can't forget Robert the Deplorable.
No.
Of course, mind-inspired robot interiors and all that stuff within the Matrix and Shady Grove did throw me for a while with Munder and Kay, Smalls, and all that stuff there. Yeah, I do it every time here. Oh, no, we're Twitter now. We've only got 4 thumbs down. Hey, y'all, don't forget to sub, ring the bell, and hit that thumbs up button if you enjoy what we're talking about. If you want to thumbs down because you don't like what we're talking about, we won't mind at all.
That's it. We know just how many people we're pissing off and getting a little too close to what they don't want us talking about, I'm guessing.
I know. I wonder what Forrest, Treach, and Aiken are up to lately. Oh, never mind. Maybe those hot tub bandits should stay in the hot tubs. Especially with Mr. Tax on the loose. Sugar shiners. But again, I've heard people burnt bridges and think I'm kidding or playing, and well, they can find out that I don't give a shit if I get hit with letter therapy. I'm hoping it's certified and registered and not a bunch of LARPers LARPing.
Yeah, I think most of them are a bunch of LARPers laughing. They talk the game, but I don't know that they're actually going to pull the pin and get things done. We might just need to do it ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually talking to somebody earlier, a few hours back, about it. They're looking at doing very much the same thing. And I actually think she might actually, she'll have the stones to do it too.
Yeah, I hope so. And if she needs any assistance, I would be more than willing to be a witness in that case and help with legal fees.
Yeah.
But again,
I did talk to her about that too. So
certain people should communicate instead of running around on the interwebs talking with crazy peoples about Tiger Kings and Carol Baskins and weird woo-woo stuff, especially with that Black Goo nanobots and all that 5D AI stuff.
Yeah.
It's confusing out there.
A little bit. Beatrix. Yeah, people still are being steered towards that direction, and it's pretty shameful given everything that's happened over the last couple of years.
And that it connects with the Elah High Priest and the International Tribunal of Natural Justice stuff, though, it might be a problem for a certain few individuals out there.
I'm sure it probably will be.
We'll see. Again, like I said, I can't believe I found a living story that's this crazy with mutant mole kids and white rabbits and Tyler time phone hacks.
Yeah.
Just the flat earth ones and the blue chicken lovers. The Mandela affected ones are a little wacky, but most of them aren't too insane.
Yeah, but if you leave it long enough, things change.
I know, but then you run across Nana the Flat Earth Witch, Taylor, or no, what's his name? Donald Marshall, Zach Taylor. That's something with Freeman Fly and Isaac Weishaupt and Jay Dyer and all them. But again, certain people won't debate, and certain people want to run around accusing people of being trolls.
Yeah.
I got called a rapist and an asshole, so I decided to step up my game and be the whole ass and let Manny Fanny be a chat rapist with his landlady. Sherry, Sherry. But again, then that stuff happened with Glenn Herman and Ann Vandersteel and all that stuff with the Mega Coalition with Ali Alexander and Adam Gingrich. So very interesting names were being dragged into a narrative.
Yeah.
That I didn't understand. And now I understand it better.
It's a bit clearer now, isn't it?
It is. It's a lot clearer to me, but I understand there's other people who are still trying to figure out where and why they're now not able to go into certain rooms because they'll get attacked, and why they're blocked by so many people out there. You know, it's interesting today to go into one of our friends' shows and to see that I was blocked.
Yeah.
Luckily, I came and get you. I'm like, hey, go say hello in there. I want to see if you're blocked too. Yep. You weren't. You were able to tell them. You were able to show them how to get to the unblocking stage, and I was able to come back in the room and chat with them.
Yeah.
Which is, like I
said,
you know,
that wasn't a mistake, right?
I do. Trust me, I do.
Yeah.
But again, we're not throwing shade at a certain group of people today.
I know we're not.
Thank you.
But occasionally, I'd really like to.
We will get to that eventually.
I'm not. I'm being a good girl, all right?
I understand, dear, but I want you not to be a good girl sometimes, and I was not one of them. I want to focus on the fact that it was easy to go in there, get me unblocked, and fix the problem without, and then through that, they were able to block the problem. That's the thing I picked up from Granny Robin. And her
I mean, they're good people. Like, they're a couple of women with a lot of integrity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do like them.
I do too.
And I really like Maggie's hat.
It would look great on you and very fitting.
I know, right?
Like, it's funny how that stuff with those people going back to Doom, Kickstand, El Coyote, Flo, and them with the Hampstead hoax stuff is mixed up into this mess now with Nathan and All Seeing You and them.
Yep.
And then you have the Extreme Karen cultist versus the Unitard cultist. And somewhere in the middle is some sanity somewhere, but it's hard to find if you don't know how crazy the story really was.
Yeah. Took me a little while to find it. Now I'm hanging on for group death.
Beatrix, sometimes you got to dumb it down for the slow ones in the back of the short bus that are looking the windows. But this is our Fungeon Dungeon, and we set the rules around here.
That's it.
It's funny who are trying to clean up the mess behind the scenes and make amends with people, which I will respect that. I really will. You know, like people's families were targeted. People were doxing people in Discord rooms, lawsuits, restraining orders. A lot of things have happened in the last 2 years. And people that I thought were my friends became my enemies.
Yeah.
But my friends became even better friends. And I met new friends along the way that became even better friends. Trust was developed, you know, and a group was formed of friends just being nice to each other online. And I see that a lot of people are lonely out there. You know, it kind of sucks living on pensions, talking about quilting and needlepoint stuff, and other people don't like what they're saying because of the Show Me the Burger Muffin Man situation with all that stuff. And I wanted to help some people out, and I learned that the more you try to help certain people out in this situation, just the worse it becomes for you, not the other way around. You trying to be a nicer, better person doesn't work sometimes. Sometimes you got to draw that fucking line in the sand and call out these people straight to their freaking faces and understand, hey, I want discovery in a lawsuit done.
Yeah.
I'm tired of being harassed online because I called out this stuff in 2017 when Pamphlet, Tracy Beans, and all them lost control of this stupid trip code off of 4chan. You know, I can't help it. Coursing and bed bugs and beyond look like Twinkies. You know,
clones. Sorry.
I can't believe people actually bought that Schoenberger's was connected to all that stuff with Stanford and the remote viewing crap with all that stuff. He's a lying idiot. The fact that he ripped off his own family, did that piss social media stuff, brainwashed that stuff, called in pretending to be a doctor. Then the Doc Holliday stuff happened with them running money through that house in California, grifting and scamming people.
Yeah.
Well, I can't explain that story very well because I wasn't involved and they were all lying to me, and I was just trying to keep up with a crazy story. But now, since someone didn't show up at the court hearing, I guess it's over. He's on the run. Maybe there might be a reward for his arrest to show up in a court of law in the near future. Isn't that the normal procedure, proper procedure here?
Can be.
Confused and I don't understand anything. And if I'm confused and don't understand, good. If someone does know, please come forward and let me know. I would love to learn more about this situation right now.
Yeah.
Kind of the simple truth, you know. I didn't want to get caught in this stuff. I was trying to expose the troubled teen industry stuff. Most people don't understand the full scope of the troubled teen industry.
Yeah.
With the rehabilitation therapeutic communities, with wilderness boot camps and transporters. All that connects to the Worldwide Association of Specialty Programs with the Brown Schools of Texas, and the Synanon cult stuff is very confusing, especially since it is behavior modification stuff. So I am glad I've spent a lot of these last 5 years to try to understand this stuff, see how, like stuff with Cambridge Analytics and different influencers on social media, certain things affect other things.
Yeah.
I thought what was a small problem 2 years ago is now obviously a bigger problem with the guy pulling up his armored truck on Hoover Dam, the Gambino crime lord getting murdered, guy just killing his kids in Mexico, connected to these people with Chris Hallett and Neely Blanchard and all that. I'm glad Levi's doing what he does. I'm glad Glow is doing what he does. I'm glad I met some amazing people that are willing to burn their channels to the ground to expose these con men and grifters out there hustling money through 501c3s, GoFundMe accounts, and Patreon stuff. Now, I do not know if RICO cases are real or if the FBI is looking into it. Every time I've looked into it and had other people look into it, I've learned that there's people lying online.
Yeah.
So again, I hope the rumors of a RICO and FBI investigation into what we call Doxgate, going back 4 years ago with that Joe dude, Groovy and all them other people there that were harassed online. Some of them had traumatic brain injuries. Some of them had professional careers they were trying not to get destroyed, while people are accusing them of being, you know, kitty diddlers, other crazy things that have been happening.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to get dragged into this. I didn't want to be doing this. I wanted to be enjoying my life.
Yeah.
Now that I am helping the survivors of these therapeutic communities, boot camp stuff come forward, I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing. I love what I'm doing now. You've given me the desire and the passion to keep pushing forward. You were probably the only one who this last couple of years knew how close I was to just walking away from everything. And with Amanda and everything, with the Circle of Hope and the Agape Boys Home, I really saw some amazing people step up and do some amazing things. Things I didn't think were going to happen happened.
Yeah.
I got too much into my fees. It was too emotional for me. I needed to argue with you and step back a little bit. So thank you for arguing with me. And
you're welcome.
Now then you getting called a gutter slut and saying you have no empathy when you're one of the most sensitive people I know is kind of crazy. And then I know, like I said, as we talk about people who have mental health issues, we do.
Yep.
But again, we're very, very clear that we are not trained or qualified to have these discussions. You know, go find the right help, go talk to the right people. We'll try to help you out with people we interview, and you can talk to them because that's what they do.
Yeah. I'm just surprised how many people over probably the last 6 months in particular, that I've known for, you know, a long time around these circles are now contacting me that are actually now saying, you know, they're having mental health issues and depression and anxiety and suicidal ideation and panic attacks and all sorts of things that are coming to the fore. And obviously there's a lot that moves those things or moves you to that direction. But to see the number of them that have been around this little fiasco that we're talking about, just, yeah, it's frightening, actually.
It can be.
And I worry for every one of them, you know. I'm not qualified to help people with that other than to listen. Yeah, I don't know.
I think you do.
And it disturbs me that the people that put a lot of this sort of stuff in motion don't seem to have any concept of the toll that it's having on people.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, that's one of the things, the repercussions of one's actions will always catch up with them if they're degrading and defiling and slandering and libeling someone for year in, year out because they heard something from someone else online.
Yeah.
And it is crazy to see how fast this stuff will escalate. And that, you know, people don't know about ic3.gov.
Yep.
Literally, you know, the ic3.gov is a webpage designed for people to make reports for cyber harassment and cyber crimes.
Yep.
You know, I watched probably 300 people in the last 5 years make their own reports about this stuff. And it get worse for them even after the fact.
Yep.
So, you know, all you can do is tell people to get a tracking number to report this stuff. If it keeps getting worse, step back, go to a private investigator and an attorney and the law, the LEOs are to do.
Yep.
Let them know what's going on so they're aware at least, and then start tracking this and keeping as much data as you can. You know, it sucks that I'm having to record people's YouTube channels just to keep up with all the slander and defamation against me.
Yeah.
Try to catch the chat rooms too to see who's using sock cloned accounts of my name.
Well, I mean, you know, I've got 3 devices that I'm recording on pretty much around the clock. But then I've got to go through them all, you know, and you're just like, holy shit bombs. How do people keep up with all of this? And of course, you know, we've got mates that'll send us links and say at this timestamp, go and have a listen, go and have a look at that. But trying to keep up with it all and map it out and keep track,
well, that was
is not easy.
No, it's not. And that's where people lose their mind, just in what you're saying there. The thing you start noticing, like I says, one of the things you and I have discussed with a lot of people here is the vernacular linguistics and how that can get blown out of proportion real quick.
Yep.
And about trauma triggers and all that stuff. So the fact that there are some people out there that are new and don't know about stuff and know how it really kind of works, and then they start talking about gaslighting and baiting and sad fishing and victim LARPing, they don't realize they're confusing people instead of really explaining things in a logical way they can understand.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's crazy out there. I'm glad I found other crazy people who are strong individuals. And they can let certain things slide by and forgive and forget certain things, because it's nice to be able to forgive and forget and move on in life. But then again, there's certain people
after amends have been made, yes.
Yeah, exactly. But then they get so obsessed, other people do.
Yeah.
With this narrative of kids are being kidnapped or, you know, transporting kids across. And I'm like, no, that happens, you know, but where and why and all the logistics of this stuff is something that I have spent many years learning about.
Yeah.
And it's disgusting to study court cases and how some of this stuff works. So, you know, when all that stuff went down with Thomas Schoenberger's, with Steve Otram and all that other stuff with the Doxgate issues with Cam and Ryan.
Yeah.
I understand why people got purged and disappeared and ran away. They got busted lying and caught up in shit that they didn't understand anything about.
Mm.
And then other people started talking about warlocks and MCs and Iran-Contra affairs with the NRA stuff. And again, they don't know much about geopolitics within America, let alone the Middle East.
Yeah. Managed to fuck that up good and proper too.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know,
talk about new religious movements and the human potential stuff, and they don't understand. I have spent years trying to understand that since I was born into that stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, coming from the Bible Belt in America is an interesting way to grow up. I'm not going to deny that.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful for my time. But again, for a lady and other people to be basically harassing me about that stuff, you know, because I went to a military school because of that.
Yeah,
You know,
what was said yesterday, I tell you, I've gotten angry at her a number of times, but what she had to say yesterday about the work that you've done trying to expose the abuses within the TTI and having a place for survivors to come and talk and to try and change some of the legislation that's happening and that surrounds that industry.
right.
For you to have done that for 10 odd years and for her to now be using that as a cudgel to say that, all of that was just so that you could hide the fact that you were trafficking children
I was
or
creating
involved.
a cult of digital soldiers.
That is the most disgusting fucking thing I have heard in a long, long time.
Again,
And Denise,
words. Don't give her too much energy now.
Oh,
the Moo Moo lady doesn't deserve it. She can get twiggered.
yeah, no, she actually does. She actually does.
There's
And
other
if she thinks,
too.
I know that, Lee. I know that. But I also know that rancid maggot saying shit like that yesterday, that is the sort of thing that will make people like me keep coming for her and coming for her.
Right.
And she sits there with that smug fucking look on her face.
Duper's Delight, you mean?
What?
You mean it's called Duper's Delight?
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like.
I know.
I'll tell you what.
Again, she's going to regret what they've done. They're all going to regret things. It goes back 3 years with a lot more people than even.
Let me tell you, Denise, I will come and take everything in your fucking house and burn it in your front yard if I have to. Okay?
We'll send the flamethrower drones in later, dear.
When I get a judgment is what I mean. I'm not going to come and burn a house down. What I'm saying is she thinks that, she's laughing her ass off thinking she's having a fucking win. She's not having a win. She's putting herself in such a fucking thing. She won't be able to back herself out of it. And if she thinks all this...
I've done that 3 years ago.
Yeah, well, now I'm pissed off.
Good.
So now it's different.
Want me to get pissed off then?
Fucking oath,
you already know who I'm fucking pissed off at, and I haven't even torn into those dumbasses yet. With Mr. Moose and all that other shit.
Yeah.
Going back all over there to freaking all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Mr. Young and them might understand. I wasn't playing 3 years ago when they started going into little rooms telling people to and using very derogatory slurs. What's up, Dark Magician? Good to see you, bud. E-Cat.
People didn't forget that either, Brandon, just by the way.
No, they won't. Again, I'm not going to bring up mod and all that other stuff because there's two of them.
Yeah.
The crossover in chat rooms is easy to track right now.
Mm-hmm.
People think I give a crap about Aspen Education Group and the Worldwide Association of Programs connections to things like Daytop Village. They don't understand me very well yet, and I'm okay using the knowledge I have to make sure that people who have been running around lying about the LARPing for 3 years plus get exposed. I don't take idle threats very well. I don't take people recording my phone calls very well. I don't like people telling me they're going to send the FBI to my house very well.
Yeah.
I don't like little Smurf men online telling me to show up at their freaking houses because I'm too smart to do that. What would they do if I actually showed up? Would they call the cops? Oh my God, he's actually
yeah. He'd get back on his Vesper and he'd fuck off at a great rate of knots, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. But again, those people are the ones that will have a lot of problems because of other people today. It's not going away anytime in the near future.
No.
I've noticed the rhetoric getting so bad in certain channels, I don't go to them anymore. Unless they're talking to one of my friends, and I might go over there to take a little swipe and make a few trolly comments about some Python spirits or something. But, you know, it is what it is these days. They all wanted to come down to the dungeon and play underneath the trailer park. Well, good. We'll let them play.
Yeah.
People think I want to argue with idiots that think the earth is fucking flat or believe in a secret space program because of the fucking sphere being alliance stuff. Let them. I'll make fun of fucking the shape-shifting lizards and the stuff with the underground Antarctic stuff with Eisenhower and all that stuff too. Before I flip it around on people and start talking about all that stuff with Christina Joanne Hart, Miles Johnson, Stuart Swirlow, James Casbolt, Mike. Sorry, no, I'm sorry, it just sounds stupid.
I gotta love how you could do that. Oh, I'm still going through my notebooks for the first little links.
Yeah, hopefully we'll talk about the Buddha Maitreya stuff with that new religious movement stuff connected to the source, and do some deeper dives onto the stuff that I would rather discuss without having to deal with crispy critter trailer parks now.
All the bullshit,
with all those adrenochrome harvesting, underground bases, and all the stupid bullshit that people don't know is stupid bullshit.
Yeah.
But again, I take some of this shit way too fucking serious. I think it's because I'm from Sirius B in the Andromeda Galaxy and I'm a Pleiadian.
Possibly. That might be it.
And certain people, I've noticed certain things, and I've gotten harassed and trolled for blocking people on a channel and trying to clean up the stuff with Wazzy.
Yeah.
And they don't forget. When it gets personal, people don't forget. Drag someone for 4 years online and see what they say. They'll say some atrocious stuff just to figure out who's cloning what and who's saying what to who, behind the scenes even.
Yep.
No one's speaking in some secret prepper kitty code. Show me that kombucha. Expose me, boomer. Expose me with my MK Ultra microphones and my unitards. Fucking defangatangs. Muffin men. Well, yeah, because all that stuff with Warner Earhart seminar training stuff, with the large group awareness training stuff is really hard to explain to people. And that stuff connecting to landmark forums and Life Spring seminars with all the people involved, connecting through Herbalife and Amway to the Girls Gone Wild stuff and all that stuff with Millie Weaver and Torres and Gavin is, you know, crazy. With
that's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, well, then Dynology, IIA, and all that stuff happened with the Finichems and the Vegas stuff. So, and again, a lot of people lost their minds and decided to become idiots. They think they can stop being idiots now, and they don't get that. Nope, we got the proof.
Yeah, no, we got the receipts for that.
Thanks, Anunnaki. So, yeah, it sucks for certain people that they now are caught because they thought it was just a troll game. Thought it was just a, you know, oh, ha, ha, let's make fun of those people.
Yeah.
That's just, oh, no.
Yeah.
Sorry. We thought the trailer park was a funny joke.
Yeah, it's a rancid little place.
Especially with all those damn unicorns and white rabbits going through all those portals. And all the simps and gimps huddling around on their freaking little fucking tricycle.
Yeah.
Before I started freaking digging into all the fluffers with Owen Benjamin and Owen Schroyer and how that stuff connects back around to some other people with like Jacob Wool and the January 6th stuff. Isn't that ironic?
A little bit.
God, I piss myself off sometimes because I like these idiots to get fucking better of me. Payback's a bitch. Clip that sound check, motherfucking J-Man. Fucking dumbass. Yeah, Lady Steph C, J-Man, T-Door, Loose Cannon. Where y'all at nowadays? Gonna come by and do a little thumbs down, but don't want to come in with your mini sock accounts and say hello even?
Yeah, because you're not actually blocked. There's no reason why you shouldn't.
Wonder where Mr.
If you don't have the balls for it.
Oh, wow. My mind, Mr. Jones disappeared too. Oh,
he'll be cuddled up with Mama somewhere. It'll be fine.
I know. And baby Fish was hanging out with Donna.
Of course.
And I'm supposed to explain how this all connects together with the mole kids.
Take them all, kids.
Yep. Thanks, Robert David Steele. I really appreciate it.
Mm.
Some people made this stuff really easy with Dr. Tammy and Daniel John Lee and the lawsuit with Russ Dizdar and Steve Quayle and them and all that stuff with the CPAC plant connecting back to Titus Frost and Jamie Deluxe again. Thanks, boys. You miss you, Freddie, and China to China
We're
to
back
China.
in 2016, 2017 again. Oh my God.
I wonder where the sheriff of BoobTube is, if he's still running around with all those little Canadian larpers.
I'm sure he is. And I'm sure if we ask Denise, she'll be able to help us out.
Yeah, but then all that stuff went down with Jethro and them. That was quite interesting the other night.
Actually, it was.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
People flip-flopped and people were exposed.
I didn't, well, yeah. And I wasn't really expecting that. You know, I don't know why I wasn't, given the amount of flip-flopping that's gone on, but I didn't expect to see that. But, you know, it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, so some people actually earned a little bit of respect from me because they actually jumped on with the crazy people and talked to them and got them to say certain things. It's funny how what they say backs themselves into a corner. I'm still over here talking about fucking Vespa bikers and trailer parks and dumpster fires and Gimp girls and boys in the dungeon and with the FEMA camps. Maybe I'm just a stupid LARPer. I'm sorry, I'm not smart enough to do this good of a LARP. I wish I was. It was interesting meeting Dave Troy and having all that stuff with Jim Stewart's son go down.
Yeah.
Certain people, you know, learned about Guy and Judy Ballard and the Mighty I Am cult out of Mount Shasta with St. Germain and that new woo-woo stuff. And didn't understand how the stuff with Wano Saban and Roseanne Barr with Douglas Dietrich and Max Spears was involved in this stuff.
Yeah.
But now people are throwing shade at each other, trying to trash people in certain chat rooms. And I get to laugh my ass off that they're only doing it because they're mad about the stuff with Gillian and Natasha and those other people over there. With the shadow people. And the Scribbles Shift Skinners.
Oh, no.
Those boogiers with their kickstands. And their trans investigations going on with Black Child Productions. Calling over and uprising faces like the sun and Vigilant Christian Mario. Oh, no.
I'll be over here in a minute. I'll be over like a shot. Hey, Loyal. How you doing, darling?
Good to see you, Loyal. Dude, I want to see a lot more than just him in a jail cell, my friend. A lot more. Like Jordan Sather and Jay-Z Knight.
Yeah.
Oh, God. So many crazy.
Yeah, I saw that question. I actually saw that tweet, and you know, I would be interested if that were accurate, but given the source, I have trouble believing anything that's said there. You know, what you gonna do?
You have to chat about Chetty do about that one there, Johnny boy. You believe they are?
Yeah.
But that email chain with Joy Jackson and Roger Williams or Richard stuff, it's a hard thing to explain that it's the backbone of the Doxgate stuff with the Traumagate fire herpes stuff with all those other people there. Contemplations. I do this to a lot of people out there, y'all. I'm sorry. It takes a while to process some of the stuff and not get triggered by it.
It takes a long while, actually.
Yeah. Especially with all those reverse pointy fingers out there.
Oh, God.
All them quantum art bunch and dimensional meltdowns going on. Yeah.
Come out of real. Yeah, that's it.
Well, since Sasha Stone and Sean Stone and them all broke apart, it'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
Hey, Scott. How you doing, darling?
Yeah, really good to see you, bud. Been really enjoying your last videos and stuff. Love to have you come on one day and have a little chatty do about that stuff. Rob. Oh yeah. No, what's God, what's Rob's name? Fuck. And then that stuff connect with Randy Moggins and all that stuff with the Revolution Radio and the Truth Frequency Radio people. It's a small world out there sometimes.
Small world indeed.
Small world after all. We're Hey, by the way, thank you, Angela Powers, Disney, and Carrie Cassidy for making the crazy shit with John Lear so easy to explain. And again, through the Stars Academy stuff is really interesting with Lou Elizondo and Deuce Bigelow and them.
Deuce Bigelow, did you say?
Actually, there's another name. I don't want to get sued by my hedge fund millionaire person. So I might miss first names intentionally right about now with Monty McGovern and Jake Morphonius and Roy Potter. You know what I'm saying, dear?
It's all right. You just made my ears prick up for a minute. I'm like, hang on a minute. What the fuck?
Probably that one.
Okay, I got it.
But that connects with Michael Jacko and some other people with targeted individuals out there.
Another one.
I can't think of the one I'm trying to think of right now. His name. So brain fart. Sorry. You'd be surprised how many people are so freaking smart out there. They do know the narrative.
It's recently becoming a UFO pundit.
Hooked X is your specialty, my friend, especially with the Kensington and Heaven or Runestone stuff with the Knights of the Golden Circle stuff. You taught me well, my friend. Oh, it's a small world up here, but it says the what's the tower? Newport Tower stuff with the Louvre and what was that stuff? Lapis Elixis, I do believe, with Louis Buff Perry. Interesting work you've worked on, my friend. Very interesting stuff you've done out there, especially with the decoding of that Shepherd's Meadows Monument stuff and everything. I had some
really you were showing me the other day.
Yeah.
See, that was all very new to me, so you just sort of spun me up for a little bit. But
I've watched Court's last video twice now. It was so freaking good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so his understanding of certain things is out of my level. I'm not going to deny that. The dude's a genius. But, you know, when people look into the lost gold and missing gold from the Spanish galley.
Yeah, oh, that's right. Yeah, that's what we were looking at. And, yeah, we wound up. Yeah, okay.
And then,
it's all right. Well, we've been looking at lots of things, and, you know, I get a little lost because a lot of this stuff's new to me. So,
well, it says how people design certain buildings in certain locations and how longitude and latitude works on a ball Earth.
You mean it's not flat? What are you saying?
It's not a cube either, but it might be hollow.
Oh no! Of course it's hollow.
So, like I said, I'm glad me and Court, with William. Did an interview a long time ago. It was a great discussion. One of my favorite interviews I've ever done. And keeping up with him and his work and what he's been doing is always amazing for me. I'm always looking forward to new videos and new books and everything. And like I said, someone who's an author and can prove their stuff and know what they're talking about, especially like when it comes to like Mount Shasta and Chico, California, and the Bidwell family stuff. Like I said, you have to watch thousands of his hours of his videos to understand what I'm saying right now, because it's fascinating. And he helped me look into those things, and he helped me learn things. And, you know, anyone who helps me out and educates me, and, you know, I'm grateful for the friends I've made through social media. And, you know, like I said, is now that we're dealing with all the crazy cultists out there with everyone false labeling each other and slandering each other and
yeah.
The Fountainhead and Atlas Shrugged happen to be two of my favorite books of all times. Ayn Rand's a little socialist, but again, that's another story for another day. We don't want to upset too many people today by talking out of pocket about stuff, since we're just trying to talk about all the crazy stuff that's happened recently in the trailer park. With all the crispy critters breaking out of their kennels and attacking all the unitards and them running for their lives. I hope Mr. Scotty gets all that pool jello out of the pool. He's been slacking on his job too lately, it seems like.
Apparently.
And all the stuff with the court cases about Dominion stuff with Lynn coming out. It's hilarious. It's sad for them to lose so much money, millions running off of a conspiracy theory. But again, you play a stupid game, you pay stupid penalties.
Yeah.
Hopefully some people will step up and file their $15 suits against other twofers out there, and discovery will start.
I hope so.
But again, people say one thing and do another, and that's what I've noticed for over 3 years now, not with any of our friends here, but with other people out there. And they get so caught up defending and white knighting for their friends and their donuts. Their Blue Yeti crew gets on. No, I'm just kidding a little bit. You're going to be throwing shade at so many people.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, especially with them scribble shit skinners out there and golems.
Yeah. Oh.
And all that stuff that connects back to, you know, let's see, what was Jack Parsons and Crowley with the OTO with the Agape Lodge stuff. But again, that how people can connect that and don't know about the Henry Lee Lucas Hand of Death stuff with all that stuff, with this other stuff we've been discussing already today. You get to look into some sick stuff, and then you may learn about the Temple of Set, Aquino, psyop stuff with ballet. And you might learn that, you know, about the Smith-Munt Act and all this other stuff, and like, oh my God, they're brainwashing us through the civil rights. We're going to turn the 5G network on and all these mutated the mutants. Oh. Can I make it any dumber and stupider yet?
I'm sure if we work at it, we can.
If I say too much, they're going to drop one of those rods of gods on me from the Skynet network up there with all the Black Knight satellites. Yeah. God dang it, when Nibiru threw back here in 2012, they threw my timeline off by a good 20 years, I think, and I'm doing some nostalgia time loops now.
I was going to say, you just need to loop around. It'll be fine.
And we can discuss Wicker Man, Burning Man, and Steve Outram stuff with crypto beastologies. Certain people might realize that I was trolling the shit out of those people because they were talking smack with Thomas in them.
Yeah.
It happened. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I have some binaural beats to make.
Oh, really? You know that I don't like those.
Because you don't know the right frequencies, dear. You got to raise them by hertz frequencies.
Okay, what's the frequency?
1,000 level to the 20,000 level, dear. We're going max voltage down in the dungeons. Get the
oh, hello. Now you're talking.
People think we're gutter sluts.
I know.
Gutter sluts.
Can't believe the secret's out. I truly am a gutter slut. Denise was right. Finally, she was right about something.
I'm a domestic terrorist with all my digital soldiers.
Okay. No, she was right about that, but you know.
I'm not going to say anything out of pocket there, Mr. Glastronaut, because I'm not sure if it was suicide or not. But that's what I've heard as well. So again, that's hypothetically, theoretically speaking, if there was an overdose or a shooting, I don't know. I've heard both stories. His wife made a statement, and he is dead, not living on an island with Isaac anywhere.
Or Epstein or anyone else.
But again, we don't want to discuss Mr. Enigma.
Oh no. Penis Enigma will get very upset.
I know, and
then the witch will come for us, and it'll be on
us, and we'll have our hair falling out, and I'll get fire herpes or something, you know.
Not the fire herpes.
Then you'll have to get out your flaming sword and
oh no,
roast some shrimps on the barbie or something. I don't know.
You know I will.
It's funny how Leppo interviewed him, and then they all ghosted after doing their humiliation over there with Mr. Manny Fanny and them, isn't it now?
Yeah.
But it's C and Jamie and other people down under with that other person with
not me.
IP addresses we're already tracking here. We'll be interested to see who all they connect to, especially with the Kiwi boys, with Vinny and Steve in New Zealand. Connecting through that stuff over there with El Coyote and Flo and Shiva and them.
Funny how that works.
good thing Sabine McNeil's in jail, and we already know about all that stuff with the Nurse Kate and the Icky Wicky people.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, that also connects to like Extinction Rebellion and the Plymouth Brethren stuff with the Order of 9 Angels, or is it Angles? 9 Angles, I think. Yeah, 9 Angles.
Angles. Yeah.
So again, that's some sick, nasty, disgusting, left, say, whatever. Like I said, I don't know how to explain it to people because to me, I don't like that stuff. I don't understand it. I don't really believe in that negative energy stuff, I guess, is the politically correct way to say it right now. You know, especially with the chaos magic and sigils and Gamergate with the cryptography stuff.
Yeah.
Hello. Good to see you, Fair Bear.
Hey, Claire. How you doing, darling?
I think I actually did give you a shout out because I'm really proud of all the stuff y'all been doing and trying to keep out of all the other stuff with all the other
bit of a mess over there, Claire.
Well, she's not involved in the lawsuits or anyone.
I know she's not.
They're just keeping up with who's.
Yeah, no shit, she's not involved in. Oh my God.
I can't believe what's his name served what's her name with that. I mean, I'm freaking out going, oh my God, I can't. Okay. After 4 of the damn things to get served with 4 more. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Well, someone should have a crystal
when
ball.
You do the things she does.
Someone needed a crystal ball. They did not see this coming.
Oh, Katie. Katie.
Katie Rock and Busy Rock. We're going to rock out and drop some busy Moabs today. Boom, boom, boom. I exposed Q9 and my buddy Defendo created it. I'm the smartest YouTube creator of all times. Expose me, boomer. Kombucha.
Okay. Wind it back a bit.
No way, woman. I'm going to get my banjo. We're going to have some deliverance around here. You mind if I'm looking?
Oh, okay. Well, in that case.
Bink, 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 bink.
You know I love that banjo. The deliverance country. Oh.
That's all the thing.
Hey, I run the books around here, Claire.
I'm brainwashed. You are my handler. I knew it. You're with that Pine Gap SCS Circle 5 Eyes Network, aren't you,
dear? I've been out of. Oh no. Okay, time to put you on the rack, I think. That's enough.
Woohoo! Do I get my hot tub machine after I get off the rack?
Maybe if you're lucky.
Nobly. You bring the Ginobili, I'll bring the mushrooms and the cannabis.
Oh, hello.
Now. You said you'll bring his extra special Jiggy Juice Kool-Aid.
Just keep the hell away from my backpack.
Again, don't go looking in Robin's backpack either. You know, they're cool with it.
Down in there. Let's see Robin's backpack. It's a little too soggy these days.
And don't look at it, Steve. You see there. He got dildo drones.
Oh, woohoo!
Yeah. Once again.
Oh, lucky man. I wish we could take Denise out with one.
Getting a spew all over her and that white goo. Melting. It'll melt the star-based brouhaha. I like my Cajun Creole now. Going down to New Orleans and get our Bacchus parades on it. We can boil us up some mud bugs. Eat some crawfish, suck the head. We're gonna head. Yeah, get your sound bites on. God damn it. I'm a freaking nasty slut in a trailer park in Oklahoma with my banjo and my redneck music.
Holy shit.
I love my goddamn
She calls me a gutter slut. Holy hell. After that little lot. You
better not bring up all them warriors.
Not Washington, please, no.
Revelator might get triggered. I might have to go, relax, man. And then the humble J-Man will come along on his little tricycle saying, beep, beep, hi, guys.
Oh, of course he will.
Where's my buddy? Where's my buddy Freddie? I want to go riding in a sidecar. I ate some special purple glitter goo, and I got extra glitter bombs for him. So what are we fighting over these days? $20 or which shade of blue? I better get my PB&Js out. And my banana sandwich. I love my PB&J banana sandwiches.
Okay.
Good. And I'll get my donut. My jelly donut.
Yeah. Haven't seen that around lately.
I know. I guess they didn't like the last spanking they got. Oh, well.
I don't think so. And it was just a little tickle. It wasn't a proper spank. I don't know what happened.
Well,
sensitive, maybe.
If they come down tonight and take you up there and probe you, I was as good as for you as it is for them. You know what I'm saying? Wink, wink. Oh my God, I'm getting in trouble for being a naughty boy again. I potty mouth. I have a potty mouth.
I know.
That's crazy. That's crazy talk, dear.
That's okay. I'll educate you later. It'll be fine.
You know, at least I love a Boston Colt. I love that you're the leader of, you're our, what is it? Overseas contract operator?
Yeah, something like that.
For the Colt out of Boston.
Yeah.
Our Smoke Kings and Chicky Juicers. You know that, what's that dog? Triumph the dog?
Yeah.
He sounds just like
Like me.
nuts. Him and Denise seem to be looking off pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Looks like there might be a marriage in the future for them.
Oh,
Go back to New Orleans or up to the New England area and have another life, man.
I could see it in my mind's eye. Oh my God.
It's going to be so shiny and flexible and nice.
Okay. What is wrong with you?
Things are cracking me out. It's not me this time. It's not me. It wasn't me. Kids are playing and they're having too much fun. I can't keep up with them all. You know, I'm playing now, dear. All you youngsters out there. Can't keep up with all your gadgets and stuff.
They're toys, dear. They're toys and tools.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
I would love to hear that one.
Yeah.
We might have to have a little chatty do with them one day. A lot of people don't have the Elon school and all that stuff with the Trans Carolina and all that stuff connected back to this other stuff. And she accused Monty and OG and I of being in the cult. That was 4 years ago.
Yep.
Kind of funny how I took that cult and said, okay, I have a cult now, I guess. Me and Jesse.
Yeah. If it wasn't so sick, it would be funny. But what she's actually done and actually said is fucking sick. And I'm sorry, as much as I try to laugh at that, I'm not able to laugh at that little twist she's put on things recently.
Yeah. Yep. Well, maybe it's just time I took my jolly oath and went and sat in the corner. Got my popcorn out.
You should have already taken your jolly oath today, dear. Are you telling me you haven't taken your oath today?
I got a late start. I overslept. I was too busy out wrestling in the freaking kiddie jello pools last night.
Wow. I didn't treat you well enough. I should have slapped you harder. Things would have been much better. You'd have learnt your place.
You didn't expect me to say thank you, Mama. May I have another?
That's it. Is there anything else to say about that? Come on.
That's when I just turn the other cheek and let you hit the other cheek.
That's it. Wow.
Okay. Woo! I am a naughty, naughty boy today.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my little gutter slick cat ladies down here in
Nice.
our dungeons.
Wow.
I might have to get out my Candy Moonstone portals.
Oh.
Watch
Watch out for flying unicorns.
I get those names so confused these days.
Mm.
But you know, maybe one day we'll get a little empathy and be a little nicer to our little friends out there on the internet.
Yeah. Maybe. Maybe not.
Maybe we'll just get out the hose.
How you doing, Prag?
Hey, let's get out, put the lotion in the basket, or you get the hose again, right?
He'll be getting the fucking hose anyway.
I like the hose though.
Not at the speed it'll be coming. I'm telling you. Knock him on his skinny ass. Anyway.
I wonder what Sir Charles has been up to with his assassinations and exposing the secret deep state conclave cabal.
I don't know. I thought he was too busy crying in the corner somewhere.
No, he put out a decent stuff the other day. God, you are ornery today, dear. Oh,
I'm sorry.
Cat lady mode today. Man, I'm gonna get them claws out.
Well, I mean, if I knew what he was up to, it would make me fuck you. Don't make me come over there and scratch you. Like, seriously? If I could have possibly known what he was up to, but given I'm not allowed to hear or speak to him anymore for being such a terrible, terrible human being, I have no idea what he's been up to. Yeah.
Oh, well.
Of course, I could ask your side mole, but of course, I can't talk to her either. I'd be running. Is there anyone I can talk to?
Relax, calm down.
Sorry.
We'll have to get out the fuzzy boas.
They don't get the fuzzy boas. They get the barbed ones now. Ooh, sorry.
Fucking boas, dear. We got all the other production is not up to call. Oh my god. I'm never gonna get all this work you have for me to do done. Jesus, woman.
I know. Well, should have changed some of those gifts to better.
Getting out the stalls with his fucking baby Jane, little side gimp girl over there.
That's it.
Doing all this fucking side work, fucking, and they're not doing their job good enough. I have to double check everything and, make a list, check it twice. Got to find out who's naughty or nice.
They're all naughty. I'm sorry. That's why they're down there.
Yeah, I know, but that's why you like them.
You know it. Giddy up.
Hack 2Q21 again and blame it all on John Titor and Barron Trump. Yeah, we're doing the time warp again, dear.
Yeah, it's just a jump to the left, baby.
And I hope to the right. Again, I hope everyone's had a good day so far today. Just had to come on and remind certain people that their narratives are quite stupid, and they might want to explain why their sister's last name is Schiff. And well, again,
see you soon, Denise.
Is nice. Honesty and integrity is really nice. So when you don't lie and you don't spin a narrative to fit your cognitive dissonance and your logical fallacies, life is a lot easier. But their cognitive dissonances and logical fallacies is no longer my problem.
Yeah.
I told them 18 months ago to make things right.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
They've had 18 months and all they've done is double down and hide.
Mm-hmm. And they have shadowbox strategies issues, it seems like.
Apparently.
Mm-hmm. And that shadowbox strategy stuff is
coming around to bite a few people in the ass.
Or it's a serious accusation, or like I said, I don't want to say it's that because it's not.
No, that was more like a
that evolved into a really yeah. So again, we don't know anything. We can only go off of the videos that are out there and the articles that are written about it. Other people can Google that and you won't find much.
Yeah, but the information is there.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
But again, the stuff going back 3 years ago to a meeting in Dallas between a certain few individuals happened. And then Beth Bogarts and the trademark stuff case, Thomas, and then it is what it is. There's quite a few lawsuits that we're trying to figure out why they're settling and where they're going. with some of these other right now. And, you know, I'm glad a certain individual did reach out and apologize, you know, leave the kids and leave other people's families out of this shit. You know, I'm not going to try to drag anyone's name, you know, because they are trying to make amends and clean up the wreckage of their own words. So
we'll see. I guess we'll see.
Right.
I hope that's correct, but we'll see.
Right. We will.
I've been disappointed far too many times by people.
And I will always remain optimistic and hopeful. So
I know you will.
My negative Nelly to my fake.
I'm not negative. I'm just a freaking realist.
Again, yeah.
People say whatever they need to say to get themselves out of a hot situation. That's all. And if they don't like something or it's uncomfortable, it's just a lot easier to, you know, say one thing and do another. I hope that that's not the case. That's all I'm saying.
I agree, Claire, you do need that sponsorship. And I agree with what you're saying too, Jolly. Like I said, that's very important what you just said is. And again, yeah, when people get caught in a lie and a LARP and they don't know that, they're going to start trying to expose it, or they're going to double down and believe the other side of the coin.
Yeah.
So I got caught up in that stuff and I jumped on the other side of that fence quickly. I'm glad I did. And it earned me enemies. And I'm okay with that today. You know, certain people insulted you, insulted other friends of mine, have been trolling them for at least a year and a half that I know of again.
Yeah.
Because it all goes back to a few people in a few rooms on Google Hangouts and Discord probably 3 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, that the suicide stuff is an important discussion.
Yep.
If people are having a hard time online, get offline for a while. If your depression and your anxiety is too high because of online drama, take a walk away for a little while. It's not that hard to do. But yeah, online drama can affect someone's personal life, especially if they're being trolled by a crazy, psychotic few people who want to know everything about their aunt, uncle, cousin, twice removed, and other stuff. You know, we've said it before, we'll say it again. 500 people have had doxes on them. 30 child protective services that we know have been called for fake reports to get kids taken away from people here.
Yeah.
You know, with Akban and Lori Vallow and Sophie with Michael Long stuff, that's all connected to the stuff with these other people.
Yeah.
So I get online is crazy. There's crazy people online who need professional help who don't know it yet. And some of them aren't as crazy as they seem. They just have a few very a few issues with their past they can't let go of. And since they've spun this web of lies for so long, they have brainwashed and confused a lot of people that don't know the truth. And the truth will always remain the truth. You know, accusing people of being in a murder cult out of Boston, trolling other people online when that's not the truth, is hard for getting targeted by you and your mouth, and you're running all those names together with other people now.
And outright fucking lying too, just by the way. Let's just be clear, Denise. I'm calling you a fucking liar. All right? How about it? Sorry.
Again,
and you too, Tamara. You too.
Libel, slander, libel, defamation, laws, Article 239. Again, thank God the terms of service are what they are on YouTube.
Yeah.
And people think they can get away with what they're doing.
Yeah. Their freedom of speech is covered, but not when they're breaking the law. And unfortunately, a lot of these people are actually breaking the law, doing and saying the things they're doing and saying. They're just too stupid to realize it because they don't actually understand what their rights are and what the terms of service are and what the law is. But anyway.
And I had a huge learning curve with all the Gaunt trained Dave Toddashini stuff, with the stuff across international lines versus in-house state line stuff.
Yeah.
And of course, with the
interstate, and international, three completely different things, three completely different sets of laws, and a huge different amount of jurisdictions that they've got to go through. And when you're looking at civil defamation versus criminal defamation, or libel, completely different. And if you think that you're protected because I've got my freedom of speech, then clearly you don't have a functioning brain in your head if you think that running around calling people terrorists and rapists and things like that, when it's demonstrably false, you might want to think about what you're doing, particularly if you're collecting financial gain from it. Just saying, if you're working within a team doing it, all of a sudden, you know, that's an ongoing criminal enterprise. And if you understand what that means, you might understand that you've got fucked in the ass before you've even got out of the gate. So you might want to think about that, Denise, because if I come for you, I promise you when I get discovery and I get access to your emails and your financials, everybody that's attached to you, I will have them in a web they will not be able to get out from underneath of. I beg you, try me. Keep defaming me the way you are and keep going for Lee the way you are and some of the other people around that, and I will come for you.
She wants. I could give a rat's ass about that mouth right now. I want the big dogs above her. I
do too, but how do you think we get those? We get those through her emails and discovery. That's how we get it, okay?
But again, they might not know. They might need a little understanding about that 8858 issue they all have with the whole.
Yeah, that's not the only issue they have.
I know. I understand that as well. That's why I'll educate them and get them some learns on so they're not sounding so idiotic out there anymore.
I don't care how they sound anymore.
Well, hopefully they won't start talking about organoid energy and all them, you know, William Wright stuff with all that fucking. Sorry, I'm gonna start going off about another person that isn't worth my time, especially since he wants to run around with his interdimensional meltdowns and quantum LARP bot issues.
Oh, Mr. Softcocks, what are you doing? What are you doing?
You know, with certain other people down there. But again, those aren't my problems. I'm just mentioning the people that have swung by and thumbed us down today. We appreciate the hatred. Yeah.
I can't believe there's only 6. They must be still asleep, all hungover from yesterday. I mean, they were certainly knocking them back yesterday, weren't they?
Yeah, but again, it's funny how many people are so pissed off. And I'm sitting here telling them from 2 years ago, I run rent free in your head because you guys won't shut up about me, not the other way around. I don't mention little Skills, Monkey Savant, and all those idiots. Once they start making stupid comments in other places that I see and other people making aware of this stuff. I know how this stuff connects to a lot of people before I get to the 250 names. I can run through backwards, forwards, inside, and out. I'm still missing 3 names there. I will keep doing what I do until those 3 names get done, since there's mutual hedge fund managers involved in this stuff with attorney generals.
Yeah. Yeah.
We are for hire, actually. Again, when our friends get the metadata, your friends might.
Actually, yeah, there could be some issues there.
No, not for her. Sorry, don't.
Not for you, Claire. Not for you, Claire. Let's clarify that.
Yeah.
Some of the people around that little situation that's been going or playing out in that little pocket.
It's different from the one we're talking about now.
Yes, I realise that.
Yeah.
I realise that, but I'm thinking of the nexus points. But that's gone on over there, that is a major issue, that one.
I don't know, like I says, I think it's with that
was over international lines too, just saying. You
know. It is with the LB stuff with what's her name? Nat.
Hello.
And Jessie and Little Miss Noble, I do believe, are their names.
Yes, that's right.
So again, they understand. Certain people know what's going on out there. Other people, I'm still trying to figure the freaking shit out. So I'm not going to say anything about something I don't understand very well. When those people over there and Jen and all them over there with Cassandra, like I said, I love them to death.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's one of the nice things is that, you know, like I said, recently I've had to unsub or not unsub so much as just, I'm not going to go into certain chat rooms if I'm getting ignored by people who used to say hello to me, and people are just being very rude and crash right now. So I'm going to stay away from a certain few places. But like I said, I love being able to go to Claire's and a few different channels right now and just chat and say hello and say hello to my friends. And, you know, like I said, a lot of people think I live online all the time. Oh, you're in every chat. I'm like, no, I'm subbed to the same ones you are. I get notifications.
If you're seeing me there, clearly you're online all the time too, because you're seeing me there.
Like I can be outside working in my yard on my phone, getting away with these people. So like that's what I'm saying is the fact that some people are just so caught up in the obsession.
Yeah.
You know, and then they say certain things about certain people who are doxing with Mr. Smiley Face online or over on Twitter. It's like when that person is the same person who attacked me 2 years ago because of what we call Doxgate today. I didn't expect those people to be targeted by that person. That's why it was weird for me for that just to happen recently. And then knowing the nexus points with very few individuals there is where I'm sitting here. I've watched false allegations and idle threats happen for 5 years plus. And I'm not going to be responsible for any of that stuff over on that pocket again. But again, I'm going to help my friends who need the help. If they need to understand or want to talk about something because they're confused, like I was confused a couple months back, then great. But again, there's certain things I am still confused on, especially when it comes to the non-sequential show stuff. It's the easiest way to say it here because certain people who came from the Unirock pocket know what that stuff was and the case and the non-NDA expiring and how all that stuff really popped off about 2 months ago, which has caused like 4 or 5 little drama pockets right now going on in different sub discords, I guess, and other channels right now. But again, it's
not so little. They're not so little.
Again, I don't know what I'm saying now. So if it's under 100,000 subs, it's little to me.
Okay.
Again, it's just to me, it's a nothing burger, not a shimmy to burgers. And it's going to play out on its own. It's interesting the nexus points there because it has nothing to do with Manuel Chavez III, which is the interesting part.
Yeah.
It's all different people. But again, you mentioned he who shall not be named in the wrong room, and you're getting blocked and blocked out by people, which you've seen that I've had to deal with that twice in the last few months, where I've been blocked on a channel. And you and I both were blocked on a channel. We had to go to a third party and get them to go into the chat room and say, hey, why are these people blocked? And the owner of the channel didn't even know a mod had blocked us. And they had a rogue mod in the room. And like I says, and it happened on our channel the other day. So we might have to make adjustments and take away everybody's wrenches just because we don't want to assume who did what because we didn't see it happen in real time.
No.
So again, I don't think we need to do that. I trust who we talk with. I trust everybody right now because everyone's been honest with me. You know, I didn't expect to be making fun of the clown world out there with certain Vespa Canadian LARPing biker boys with stupid mole kids with King Molsky and Field McConnell and all that stupid shit. But again, I have to make stupid jokes because people believe that stuff. I remember Rent Wars and the Hoax Wars and the So yeah, it was a crazy 2 years. The fact that some people get off on this stuff is disgusting to me. That is the bottom line truth for me. They get off on making people break down. And then, oh, you cried on YouTube. Yeah, you know what? If you get broken down on YouTube because you're getting harassed and fucked with for years on end, it's okay. Now, if you get fucking on the side of the road and you're crying because you freaking don't have a fucking right to say you invented a stupid thing that you had nothing to do with, Manuel, then oh well, that's your fault for lying. So many people have been trying to run with that lie for, well, since this shit was exposed in 2017 with being Matrix and Shady and Pamphlet and Radix and 412 and all of them. So again, maybe certain people should have gotten
funny they all wound up, really.
The fact that I sit here sometimes wondering if I've run my mouth too much and going to say something that's going to get me and you in a wreck is something I'm not going to do anymore. Fuck it. You know, they threatened me. They slandered and defamed me. And now they're calling you a gutter slut and other people dirt drunken witches and simps and other just really nasty things.
Yeah, those things piss me off, but I don't really care that much about those things.
Yeah.
What I care about was the doxing.
Right.
That is what I care about.
Me
when
too.
that shit came to my fucking front door,
Mhm.
that changed.
Again,
That
there's a reason
changed
we're not
things.
saying those people's names today because of the problems that they're going to have legally in the future. We are not legally going to say certain names today. The fact that we've gone this far without saying them is kind of impressive to me because I like.
Well, I never do. It's you that usually pops off, not me.
Mhm.
Which is usually why you get the snarls later on. But you know, starting to think you like it when I snarl later on.
Maybe a little.
Yeah, that'll be all right. I don't know.
Well, it says I don't like the snarkiness that certain people have done, and then now they're trying to run around saying they expose this Wilfred Wong, Brian Harvey stuff with all that others people out there, and then there's other people saying they expose Homestead and McConnell when they didn't do anything there either, and it's just disgusting that because I talked to certain people 4 years ago, that people are just lock me in with those pockets, not knowing I hate those people today. I want them exposed more than the people I'm talking about right now, which is a sad truth. They're the ones running around making really derogatory, homophobic slurs, really racist comments, totally brainwashed with this whole conspiracy theory about, I don't know how to explain it because to me, it's when you're talking about, mutant mole kids and adrenochrome harvesting, to me, it's just crazy talk.
Yeah.
So
I get it. Oh no, the bitch is on and said, Lee, bring it. Hey, Denise.
Hey, Jolly, let me handle this for a second.
Oh, okay.
Denise Mateo, I would love to talk to your sister, Lori Shift, who sits on the board of directors for Aspen Education Group. Anyone can snip this and send it to that lady. I will not have a problem with discussing anything with anyone. Denise, what cult am I in? What gang am I in? Answer that simple question, Denise.
And don't give us the Boston death cult because we all know it only exists in your fucking head.
And if you don't know how Timberlawn in Dallas connects to Aspen Education with Universal Health Services with the shooter in El Paso, too bad. I don't give a rat's ass. You're psychotic and crazy. You want me to bring it. I don't need to bring it. I can drag you through the mud for the rest of my life. You've been sitting there for 4 years because of Freddie and other people that I can't stand anymore, running that toothless fucking goddamn mouth of yours about Jesse and Pravana, about a lot of other people. You're insane. I hope to God your family 5150s your ass and you get thrown in a fucking psych ward, just so we're very clear right now. I have been civilized. You have fucking called me a murderer. Your buddy Micholo, Manuel, called me a rapist with his little girlfriend, Sherry. Now, if you don't know how that connects to Dan Cromer, a.k.a. Leppo, with Tyrone Simpson, a.k.a. Frank Bacon, with Thomas Schoenberger, a.k.a. St. Germain, too bad. Not my problem anymore. I fucking told people 2 years ago I was coming for all of you people, not the people in our chat room that I'm cool with, but the ones out there defaming, slandering, and libeling my ass. Saying I was working with Steve and Thomas, and I gave out their phone numbers when I did no such thing. But I know who did do that. I don't have to explain anything to anyone. That's my God-given right. You can talk about your star-based witch stuff. You can talk about the Mighty I Am cult. You can talk about the Finders cult, and I'll still know more about that stuff than you do. I don't have problems with Whitey Boogler. I don't have problems with any of that stuff with the freaking Flat Earth Society that connects to Vigilant Christian Mario, a call for an uprising faces like the sun and other people. I can connect this all to Vegan Mikey, Biss and Boss, the Voodoo Donut snafu stuff. So again, I'm sorry to everyone out here who was caught up in this shit. with these idiots, not knowing how much damage you can get into by going into the wrong chat room and talking with the toothless wonder over quilting copyrights.
What a joke of a human being. Not at all surprised why the daughter
goes back
had
3
so
years
little to do
ago.
with her.
Well, again, 3 years ago, there's a certain group of names. I'm not going to say what those GD dummy stuff, those dummy dummers, MC dummy dumber and all them.
Yeah.
Like I says, they pissed me off. They've been trolling me with J-Man and Tito and Loose Cannon and all those dumbasses for fucking 4 years plus now, doxing me, using my full legal name, thinking I give a shit what those idiots think of me when I never did to begin with. They didn't have any respect for me from day one. I'll never respect them again. They're my enemies for fucking life. Anyone want to come forward and talk about all this shit because they've been dealing with this shit because of Manuel Chavez III and Uni and other people, be more than happy to listen to them and talk to them about stuff. Don't come with bullshit. Don't come to me with any bullshit anymore about anything. I'm sick and tired of certain people sending me things on Facebook Messenger. Sorry. The MMS bleach, mineral miracle supplement stuff with that fucking GC map and all that fucking stuff of them lying about having autistic kids out when they're damaging them and they're fucking dying has me very beyond being pissed off these days.
Yeah.
I exposed Pizzagate, QAnon. I exposed the Gunk Train, Dave Tadashini stuff. I let people think that there was a secret space program slave colony on Mars and made jokes about blue chickens and Draco-reptilian shape-shifting lizards. My dumbest thing was thinking I fucking didn't understand how crazy some of these people really are out there. Hey, Blazin.
Hey, Blazin.
And the fact that people's children get targeted, people's cousins get targeted, and other people. And it's just like this. I've watched it for 3 years plus with a bunch of other people. I didn't get it nearly as hard as a lot of the other people did. Jolly got it worse than I did. But that's why I'm going to stick up for Jolly and defend her for getting called a drunken witch and worse by other people online that were supposedly our friends. When fake
Kennedy.
friends don't make their other fake friends apologize for disgusting online behavior, they deserve the disrespect. So, hey, Kennedy, good to see you. Asking mama.
How you doing, sweetie?
So, taking a break might help things relax for a few months. But again, I understand what you're saying. No,
I understand what you're saying, Blazin. I would like to talk to you, though. I would like to speak to you before you take off. I think you know how to get hold of me. So there's a couple of things I'd like to clarify in my head, given what I'm sort of working towards. If I could get some clarification from you, that'd be great, if you don't mind.
And certain recordings that were done very recently might be more important than certain people know.
Some people know. Yeah.
It's funny how things can change so quickly in a couple of weeks short span time.
Yeah.
You know, especially with James D making a comeback over in certain pockets.
Yeah.
And I never had a problem with certain people. I went into their chat rooms trying to figure out what the fuck was going on. And if people have a problem with where I go and talk, good. They can get triggered and come at me with full caps lock. I don't mind getting blocked. I do not mind this anymore.
Yeah.
So, no, Kennedy, you really didn't miss much. Denise Mateo and some other people are slandering Jolly and I, calling us gutter sluts and worse things again with all the stupid stuff around all that stuff with, you know, the soft citizens and the stupid LARPer stuff.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm a little bit pissed off because you've done a lot of work and taken a lot of backlash for it. Levi Page and Alex have done a lot of good work and taken backlash for it. Jesse and Pravana have done a lot of good work and taken a lot of backlash for it.
And then you have vile bitches like Denise that get up and lie, outright fucking lie, provable lies.
But then you have other people in their comment sections talking smack and about shit that they don't understand either right now.
Yeah.
And that's where, luckily for me,
low IQ second half with every one of them.
With snarky, skelly, stinky bellies.
Oh no.
They want to get full triggered because I mentioned their name again. Good. I'm gonna not leave certain people out since they wanted to tag me in things on Twitter for years until I got suspended because I freaking didn't want to be getting harassed by their low IQ little minions. The fact that there's like 500 of these little minions right now running around cloning and trolling people is why I do hope that the RICO FBI investigation is real. I just know that that one stuff with that investigation into a murder is not real.
Yeah.
So, so yeah, like I said, and since that stuff goes back with Betty, Revel, God, I can't even remember all the freaking names because there were so many idiot, crazy people arguing in those chat rooms 3 years ago. Let's see, Barry White, Ron Chickelson. And all that coming out of Doughboy J. Noir's pocket was why I'm glad Doughboy got off when he did.
Yeah.
And they kind of like says they walked away from stuff because it had nothing to do with them. And they knew that.
Yeah.
They are hopefully happier in life. Like I says, that's the thing is I shouldn't have gotten so caught up in trying to help out certain people because of those people. That's where I made huge mistakes. I trusted people from that group that I should have never trusted.
Yeah.
And now to see them in these other comment sections talking with their double red exclamation marks and all their stupid little emoji hashtag bullshit. Well, I'm glad nothing's changed for those same idiots and the way they talk to each other. It's easy to spot now.
Yep.
I'm glad other people are starting to notice how easy that stuff is to spot now.
Yeah.
I'm not too surprised. I'm not too surprised.
Anyone?
They're all going to be super triggered for the next week. I'm pretty guaranteed of this stuff now. Especially with, well, again, Norman Gray, Baby Jane. Well, I hope they keep running their mouths too.
Yeah.
It's kind of like this. They keep doing what they do. Trollop and Piston and all them are going to keep doing what they're going to do. They're all going to keep beefing, and I get to enjoy the show now.
Yep.
They're not going to leave my name out of it. They're not going to keep talking smack about me in those chat rooms, giving me all those great screenshots recently so I can prove everything I'm saying at least.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, that's where I'm finding it interesting too right there, Kennedy. But again, I don't want to give that person any anything, so yeah. Ooh, coffee.
Alrighty, are we out of here?
Well, that's crazy talk, dear. We're never leaving the interwebs. We're here forever. We're our Indrabots and Q-Tel Diva buddies are ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, okay.
I had to end up with a little crazy talk again.
Okay.
Just a time back and full with my diva buddies. So again, I love my trailer parks and my gutter sluts, dear. Thank you for coming by.
You're more than welcome.
Hey, dear, you know you're a
little dungeon master.
You are a lifesaver, and thank you for helping me with this stuff. I'm glad a few of my friends stepped up and helped me a year ago.
You're more than welcome.
I'm just really grateful right now because, like I said, I've seen a lot of people go through some really hard shit this last year.
Yeah.
All because of that other stuff. And I'm glad that they're on the other side of that. And hopefully that stuff doesn't keep following them around interwebs because it's that stupid. But again, we're going to talk to Barb tomorrow about the Rebecca Holmes and setting up for that guy that we're going to talk about the pardon stuff with his family once some passing away and some other stuff. So I've actually put that off a couple of weeks probably. But to get Barb on and hear her story in a, just kind of an easy way, and her and Em being such good friends and all that stuff. Like I said, it's an amazing story. I probably should have had her on earlier. But again, I'm really proud of what we're doing now. I'm really proud that we're going to help the trouble teen industry survivors get their voices heard.
Yeah.
And hopefully no one has any fear to come talk with us because of the crazy cat ladies in the Crispy Critter trailer park with all their dumpster fires and Jello pudding wrestlers. Jello pudding. Sorry. It's pineapple Jello and a kitty. Gotta keep my ears straight. I'm gonna confuse myself soon. All their stupid fucking dumbass stuff. So, again, everybody, thank you again. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day. Good night. Hope the weekend was as enjoyable for y'all as it was for us. Catch you on the flip side.
We'll see you later. Be good, guys. Fuck you, Denise.